Red Hood and the Outlaws. This is number 18. Scott Lobdell and Sergio Sandoval on the art. Connor, Red Hood.
I'm going to start by saying it really hurts that I have to read this and there's not even any Dexter Soy to back me up. Like, yeah, Sandoval's fine. It's not like it's bad art, but it's not like, oh, this is some exciting good art that I really want to look at. You know what I mean? At least with Dexter Soy, I can just ignore all the words and at least still get something out of it.
I'm doing my violin. I'm doing my violin.
Yeah, whatever. But this issue is kind of a mess. Like it doesn't really know what it's doing. Like, because at least some of the last few issues have been quite focused on what their topic was. You know, we had like the Suicide Squad one, right? We had the one in the Batcave. Like they've all had a thing. This one is the start of Bizarro's regression, and part of that I like because it's okay. I'm going to get Bizarro back because that was always the best part. And you remember the little puppet dolls that he has? You know, he's the little Superman puppet, and that is basically in his head is an imaginary version of that. Has come to life and is talking to him, and is representing him being Bizarro instead of this new whatever he is.
Intellectual beast Bizarro. Hank McCoy Bizarro.
Yeah, and that's pretty fun. You have some like slips in his narration, like, you know, it starts with, you know, it's like, you know, she am Artemis, and he's like, nope, strike that, she is Artemis. So, you know, correct, like catching himself. So it's like, okay, we're getting there. But it gets to the end of the issue. I'm going to jump just to the Bizarro plot specifically here. I guess the end is like, oh, I've been using them. All this stuff that we were doing with the Suicide Squad, yeah, whatever. They're all stupid. They're overlooking it. They think I'm regressing, but you know, I'm not really. I know what I'm doing. He's got all this synthetic kryptonite, and he's like, no, I'm not getting worse. I'm gonna be fine. And it's like mad genius stuff. I'm like, okay, can't we just have him regress already, please?
Doesn't kryptonite though have the reverse effect? That's why there's blue kryptonite. So wouldn't the more kryptonite make him smarter?
Yeah, but synthetic kryptonite.
Yeah, no, just say yeah, but Scott Liddell.
No, it's the Superman 3 where they try to synthesize kryptonite, but it ends up having the effect of red kryptonite because they get it slightly wrong.
Yeah, but you know, I think that's the point. He's trying to use it to keep himself smart and, you know, to keep this as a thing that he can do. And it's amusing at points where you do have the little Superman doll literally being like the angel or devil on his shoulder, you know, talking to him in the middle of a scene, and him, you know, trying to ignore it. And, you know, that stuff's all right. But, you know, the point of the issue is, so we have a bunch of stuff at the start with Queen Bee and Hive that's just kind of brushed over really quickly because Red Hood, he got his taser and his bat got upgraded, and it just takes them all out. So that's dealt with. It's not a threat. But Queen Bee's like, oh, but before I leave, it's like, oh, I'm going. You know, there's something in your subconscious. It's buried in there deep. You know that you can't accept the truth. Yeah, but and before she can tell him what it is, Bizarro just jumps down and takes her out. So it's like, great, we have a mystery. That's going to be fun. But yeah, but Bizarro's trying to recruit new people for the team without telling them. He recruits the Creeper, and he sets up a meeting with the Creeper, and they're all there and fighting. It's like, and Bizarro's like, "Why are you fighting? This is a new team member." Yeah, and they're like, "You didn't tell us about this. He's not a team member. We're a team. We've got to go through this together." Like, you know, like Jason didn't just put them all together anyway. Pick the name because it's like, oh, that was the name of my last team. How about we just keep using that? But
does he actually announce them as Red Hood and the Outlaws, or does he just say we're the Outlaws?
I think he just says we're the Outlaws.
Okay, that makes more sense. That'd be very vain.
It does.
We're Red Hood and the Outlaws.
Well, I will concede. I'll give him that. That's just the it's no different to your Batgirl and the Birds of Prey.
Because it'd be like he's a fan of Josie and the Pussycats, so he wanted to mimic that naming scheme.
No, it's true. They don't do that in the Birds of Prey, right?
No, of course not. No,
Birds of Prey.
No, just the Birds of Prey. Yes,
exactly. It's the same here in the book. To be fair to it, but my point was he clearly came up with the name because he was like, "Well, I used that with my old team, so why not?" Right? And, yeah, it's just a mess of them going, going through this fight with the creeper just to have an action sequence, basically, which ultimately comes down to nothing. The creeper's like, all right, fine, I'm out of here. That's the end of it. It's like, I don't know what this accomplishes other than showing me some of the regression, but it's just, it really felt like it was a bit of a mess. And it sucks to see Dexter Soy not on it, specifically because it's in the middle of an arc as well. Whenever he's missed it before, he's missed the fill-in issues, like, in between arcs, or even whole shorter arcs. But he's never, I don't recall him ever having been taken off in the middle of an arc.
Maybe Red's just finding new ways to disappoint you.
Yeah. I will go for more of the little Superman doll, though. That bizarrical pup.